Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Baker. We are here live with the Amazon Goddess Experience. You guys are going to see different interviews, different people throughout the whole experience. I am Nat the Creator _ Nat the Creator, and my business page is Be Unapologetically You. Join us, and this is the Amazon Goddess Experience.
Told them I was chosen, niggas ain't believing me. Now I'm on these stages, go to them that they can't eat with me. Niggas left me in that dark, they just tried to break my heart. Family cross, but I ain't mad, cause now I'm farther than where I started. Came a long way from that kid up on the seal. One for fashion, one Lexington Avenue is where I live. Visions in my hair, replaying everything that I done did. All the lives that I done lived, and I still ain't lived enough. I done touched a lot of money, and I ain't got shit to show it for. So I'm switching up, I done fell back from all the lies, I can't take no more.
All right. Hey, everybody. We are back with the Amazon Goddess Experience, and we are here with the Amazon Goddess herself, Miss Aaliyah Farrell. How are you today, my girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. So, my first question is, why the Amazon Goddess Experience as the name?
Ooh, okay. So I actually got the Amazon Goddess as a nickname back in high school when I was in color guard, flags and rifles. I was on rifle line, and we were getting T-shirts made for us because we had to be that extra. And one of the girls, her name is Jill. This girl is like 5 feet. I'm not gonna say like 14 or something. She's like 5 feet. Like, this girl's like a whole foot shorter than me. And she was like, "You're like an Amazon." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." But you know, I'm a tomboy at heart, so they never seen me with makeup until our first performance on field. So got my makeup done, and then this girl goes ballistic. She's like, "Oh my God, it's like a goddess is in here." You know what? Amazon Goddess. And as soon as she said that, and it stuck with the color guard team, I was like, you know what? That's gonna be my name. And just ever since then up to my life today, it's literally been an experience. So I was like, why'd I combine my own life experience with the nickname that kind of kickstarted everything for me and put it together? And there's the Amazon Goddess Experience.
Yes, I love that. So what does that mean to you personally?
Personally, it's really just being authentically yourself in your own comfort level. Like I said, I grew up a tomboy. There was a time I was at church for Easter Sunday. My mom threw a fit against me because I threw a fit in church. Cried to the pastor and everything because my mom made me wear an Easter dress. I wanted to wear a pantsuit. So I cried to the pastor. I was like, "Can I go home with you? My mom doesn't love me." She brought my pantsuit though, but that just proves how like emphasis on like the tomboy essence. So once I was in color guard and kind of got more comfortable with the feminine energy within myself, I was just like, you know what? I really need to stick with this because I do need to embrace that side of myself because I never have grown up. So I'm just like, let me actually do that. And realizing that people actually rock with me just naturally how I am, whether I'm on my feminine side or my tomboy side, I'm just like, this is going to be a lifelong thing.
So do you look at the Amazon Goddess as a alter ego, or how do you become the Amazon Goddess?
I look at the Amazon Goddess as an alter ego. I'm naturally a tomboy at heart. Not gonna lie to anybody, you are not gonna catch me in heels unless I'm at a fashion show or a fashion event. Period. At all. But yeah, it's definitely an alter ego because you know you have very chill me, and then you have just the glammed up, and people just naturally call me Amazon. So it's just like that's the other side of me. Plus I'm a Gemini, so you know they'd be like two people. So Aaliyah and Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You so crazy. So when did you want to start sharing the Amazon Goddess with everyone else, like giving the experience, your whole experience that you've created? We're going to get deeper into it, of course, but, you know, when did you want to start adding other people to the experience?
It actually wasn't my initial idea. It was just going to be a brand that was going to take me far to, you know, meet Naomi Campbell.
Period.
But it was actually through two of my mutual friends. His name is Colin, but he goes by Foreign Photo. We were doing a photo shoot together, and during the photo shoot, you know, we had like a little breakdown time, and he was just like, "You know what? You need to work with this model." And I was like, "What you talking about?" And he was like, "Her name is Kejri. Like, you know, she'd really be dope, and I feel like she'd be good working with you." And I was like, "I don't know. That's a little tough." I was like, "I don't even know what I'm doing myself." So I'm like, giving somebody else like legit this experience, I'm like, that's a little borderline, bro. Like, if I couldn't swim, I'd be like, I ain't going swimming type of vibes, like that. But he set it up anyways. And when I met with her, it was only supposed to be an hour session. I was with that girl for 3.5 hours, got a parking ticket in the city of Chicago because I stuck with her that long. I was worth that ticket. Because just hearing her talk about like how much she appreciated me coming and just us vibing together and like doing something that we both mutually have a love for, I'm like, okay, I can do this for real, for real. And then my mentor, Blake Martin, he was just like, well, you already done it once, so just keep doing it. And I started doing like assistant work for him. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just make this a brand. And I did.
Yes, I love that. So when you first got into the fashion world, that first casting call, how was that for you?
Ooh, that first like casting call. That was an experience for me because like growing up when I actually did like dabble in modeling in high school, I just naturally got picked. I was this woman's spokesmodel for a photography business. I'm like, I didn't have to go to no casting, so I didn't understand what that was. Even in college, I joined a fashion group at Aurora University. It's called like Fashion Loves You, but we called it Fly because, you know, we all fly.
Period.
And there, one of my friends, he told me to follow my mentor, Blake, and I saw Blake post a casting. I just graduated college, and I was just like, dang, you had a cast for this stuff? I'm like, dang, I thought it was just that they knew you and liked you. You just automatically in it. So my first time going, I actually reached out to Jarrell, my business partner now, but that's also my bestie. And I was just like, hey, because I was creeping on Blake's page. I was going through like all these models. And for some reason, the girls were intimidating. Like Dej, Lex, those were like two girls that I looked up to because they cut their hair off. And I still had like my fro and everything at the time. So I'm just like, they're bold, but I know they real bold. They probably don't want to deal with little on me. I work better with guys. So I hit up Jarrell. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about going to this casting. I saw that you reposted it. So I'm like, it's okay if you like introduce me to people and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, I got you. Pulled up. He literally had me. As soon as I got there, he met me at the door, introduced me to everybody. Honestly, I wanted to like freak out. Like I have a really bad anxiety. So like I was on the verge of a panic attack because once I got in the room with Blake, it was insane because it was for the Chicago Fashion Show with Van from Black Ink Crew Chicago. And this was being a televised fashion show. So me trying to do my first fashion show outside of college that's going to be on TV, this ain't nothing to play with right now. But you know, I did my walk, did my thing. Jarrell introduced me to a whole bunch of people that he knew, and we just met people that day too. Got casted, but that was like a rush of an experience for my first casting.
Yeah. I love that. And that walk is so fierce. If you have not seen her walk, when you see it, you'll be like, who is that? The first time I ever seen her walk, I was like, who is that? So, yes. So, from the beginning to that walk that we see now, how did you get that confidence to just get on the runway and just be that?
It started like, at least the interest of it started in college because back in high school, I just took pictures. I did like one prom fashion show my senior year, but it was just to be all cute. You know, this is the prom dress you should buy. But in college, I started watching YouTube videos. I was just like, I need to look up these models. When I was 9, I was watching America's Next Top Model with my grandma. So I'm like, I can see what they need to do, but I had no runway coach. I didn't know what to do. And everyone said, just look up on YouTube or Google it. And I was like, well, I trust YouTube more than Google. So I'm going to do that. And then, of course, everything honestly just falls under Blake Martin because he's also like my fashion dad. I kind of like attached myself to his hip to make him my mentor. I was like, you got to train me, dude. Like, I need to make sure I can be on the top. You've been international. I'm trying to be international. Like, let's get it going.
And you are international. Where have you been, girl?
So internationally, I've been to Milan and Paris, manifesting that London's next.
Yes, we're going to be in London next year. We just going to go ahead and put that on camera. We're going to be out there. All right, so the Amazon Goddess experience, just let's break it down and talk about what are some of the things that it offers and what do you do?
Yeah. So the Amazon Goddess experience is more tailored to models, but it does work with any creatives in the fashion or entertainment industry. So the birth of it really is just runway coaching and posing coaching for models. But I also do brand development because we can only be in front of the camera for so long. Like, what's going to be the next step for you?
Right.
And that's what, like, you know, I did for myself. So I do that, and there was a music artist by the name of Hollywood the Artist who was also performing at the fashion show. We actually came from Chicago to Atlanta together, and she was just like, Aaliyah, I need you to hear this song, because I'm a big supporter of her music. I'm a big fan of R&B, and she's a rapper and an R&B artist, so she mixes the two genres together. And I told her, I'm like, oh my goodness, I love this. And we were talking about music videos just in general, because I get big for some. She, of course, does her own. And she was like, I need you to do like something for my music video. I'm like, what you talking about? And she was just like, you know, like help me like come up with the details of it. And I'm like, oh, like a music video treatment, because like I follow creative directors. And she was like, yeah. So I did one for her video, What's Up With Me. And it went really good. So I also divvied into booking talent for music videos, and it can be for any genre of a music artist. I also do event planning. So, of course, besides fashion shows or any fashion events like galas, I worked with FY Models under Fro that's out here in Atlanta. I do birthday parties. I've done it for who's known as Wound Captures back in Chicago. I've done his birthday parties. Honestly, anything that you ask from me, I can do it as long as you got a vision.
Okay. All you need is a vision. What J. Cole say, a dollar in a dream. Okay. Period. All right, so let's break down this fashion show. So just give us some details about the fashion show and just your inspiration behind it, and what are you trying to bring to the table in the fashion industry with this show?
Yeah, so with this show specifically, I just want to establish something that's solely the Amazon Goddess. I've assisted with so many shows. I put on shows where I was the sole curator, but it was for somebody else's brand. Like for Wound Captures, I put his birthday fashion show together. We combined our brands, so we called it Capture the Experience. The Hellenic Republic is related to Greek mythology, because I'm really big into Greek mythology. And, you know, I like to call the models, you know, just like male or female models, like gods and goddesses, because it's just like, especially melanated people, we all are gods and goddesses.
Period.
So I just want to bring everybody together to be their authentic self, but the people that I've experienced in the industry, because if it wasn't for just a chance, I probably wouldn't be the Amazon Goddess right now, to be honest. So it's like, I want people to experience things that they wouldn't see like on TV, like initially, or first thing they hear about. We're kind of like the back end. I want to bring it to the fore end. So with this show, I have people predominantly from the places I've been. So I lived in Chicago, I lived out here in Atlanta, but I have people coming from all over. Like I have someone coming from Virginia, someone coming from Vegas, New York, Texas, Miami. I just want to bring us all together, because we all offer good quality. It's just that we just need that platform. And because I've been international and I was given that platform, I want to give that to other people, because a lot of people really aren't given that chance, and especially because they're, I wouldn't say personality, they're more introverted compared to me, where I'm extroverted. I just want to be that voice for them. Like I'll work with whoever's like under my brand. Like each year I do a new class of gods and goddesses, because these people are so raw and so dope. Like my brand is built off of other people. My experiences, my services, it all started from people kind of, you know, coming to me. Like my friend, who's also like a brother to me, Sean Mitch, he has the brand Pay to Play. He calls me Miss Make It Happen. Period. I was like, why? And literally, I make it happen, and I'll be going like off of scratch, not knowing diddle, and I'm just like, you know what? I can do that. That's cool. So it's just bringing everybody's brands together to just express like, this is why I'm here. Now you get to see all these cool people. So,
and I feel like this is something that's just meant for you, because the way you move through all of it just so gracefully, like a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle that type of pressure, and you hit your mark every single time. Every time.
I don't know how, but hey, again, let's make it happen.
So, you know, I'm always big on mental health. So how do you deal with the mental health and just the stress behind it all? Because at the end of the day, we're still human beings. We have to show up every day and build these businesses and become these entrepreneurs and keep hitting the ground running over and over. So how do you keep going with your mental health?
I kind of just go to my friends, like people that I'm really close with, because I'm usually like always on the move. Like people be telling me to sit down, like take a breather. But along the way, before people tell me that, like R&B music really has like a very close thing to like my heart. And it's just like, it always eases me out. Like I have really bad anxiety, like anxiety disorder. I have panic attacks here and there, but R&B music just really calms me down. Of course, like I said, talking to my friends, and puzzles, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I have like Sudoku on my phone, puzzle games. Like, I don't have the, you got games on your phone, like everything that's animated characters.
It's the meme.
I have like a whole bunch of just like puzzles and like brain like enhancers, because it's like that calms me. Like, that's how I was raised. Like, growing up, my grandma always gave me puzzle books. It doesn't matter what type, it can be a word cross type of puzzle, a Sudoku, anything like that. And it just helps me like want to learn more and like puts myself at ease, because at least I'm engaging myself mentally.
Right. And who is your biggest inspiration in your life?
Ooh. I'm naturally emotional, so if I cry, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, girl.
I am gonna cry.
It's okay.
It's my grandmother,
Yeah.
Willa Mae. That's actually who I dedicated my business to.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
She kind of gave me that encouragement when I was 9. We were actually watching America's Next Top Model together, and she kind of gave me that confidence about it. And she was like, you can do stuff like that. And a young 9-year-old me, I'm just like, yeah, I can do that stuff too. Not really thinking that I could. But she always had like a positive outlook on life. Like, no matter who.
We going to get it.
Damn.
Cause I just know you're so passionate about your brand, so it's just hard for me to,
Yeah.
Cause I know, like, y'all don't know this girl, but she is one of the most amazing people you will ever meet. Like, she wakes up every day and she is dedicated to just giving herself to other people and just going hard for other people. So to really see the experience come to light and just see her, so dedicated and so confident in her brand and just being so authentic to be able to share these things, it makes me emotional, because people can't show up and be themselves every day. It's hard to show and be authentic and come on camera and be this authentic with each other and have these conversations. So,
Yeah.
But yes, get back to your biggest inspiration.
But yeah, Willa Mae, like, once I officially like just dabbled into modeling in high school, she was like, baby, I knew you could do it. And I was just like, oh, thanks. And everyone always told me how nice my grandma was. I'm like, well, that was my grandma. So I don't know who else experienced any negative thing about her, but she is the nicest person to me. So I don't care what y'all think. And it didn't really hit me until like when I started modeling full time, when I cut my hair off around in like 2018. I think it was like probably a year later. I went blonde. And she came to a fashion show and she was just like, I knew you were going to be here. And that moment, I just bawled out. Thank goodness it was after the show, because, man, my makeup was ruined. I took it off for the after party. Like, that's how bad it was. I, like, ugly cried. But when she passed in 2020, like, right after the pandemic lifted, one thing she said to me before, she was just like, don't let anybody dim your light.
Period.
And that stuck with me so hard, because at her funeral, everyone just had the most positive things to say about her. Like, my grandma was so positive in people's life. A girl I played basketball with in high school, her dad drove buses in the city of Chicago. Her dad met my grandma. My grandma be talking to anybody and everybody, because she just wants them to have like a happy moment in their life, because she's like, I don't know what's going on, but I got you, baby.
Yeah.
And when like my dad, like, who's also my stepdad, when he met my grandmother, he had the most positive experience with her. And it's just like, man, no one has said anything negative about this woman in my entire life.
Right.
And it's just like, okay, I just have to enjoy every moment while I can, show people the best things that they can, while all still being accountable. Because, we all have room that we can improve on. And
Right.
I feel like my drive to want to be there for other people, make sure everyone is good, is definitely from her.
Yeah, I love that. I really do love that. So, what are some of the goals for the Amazon Goddess experience for 2024?
For 2024, for the experience, I just want growth for everybody, not even just me. Like, everyone else's growth is my growth. I offer, like, for example, the class of 2024 that I'm going to have for gods and goddesses. I want to help them build their brands. I want them to go beyond what they initially started. Like, I just started off as a model. Now I'm here as a brand development and event planning person.
Right.
So it's like, I just want to keep growing and expanding. Like, I've already established it in Chicago. It's finally been established here in Atlanta. Like, I just want it to speak volumes. I want it to be on the mountaintops, everything. That's what's going to happen for the experience in 2024.
Yes, I love that. And what is a message that you would give the Aaliyah Farrell that first walked into that casting call before you met Jarrell, and before you met Kid Fro, and before you met Blake Martin, or before you met all these beautiful people that have given you these messages on the experience?
I would tell young Aaliyah, young Amazon, why are you nervous? You have a presence of your own, and you just need to be able to own it without any hesitation.
Period. I like that.
Yeah.
And what is a message that you would give to everybody who's in the experience and to everybody who's trying to join the experience?
For anybody that's trying to, be involved in any way, shape, or form with the experience, I will tell them to just understand that the worst thing that anybody in this industry can tell you is no. And that's not even the most traumatic thing in life that anybody can tell you. That just means it's not your time. Mm-hmm. And you just gotta know what you're willing to go through, especially in the fashion industry. It's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of changes, adjustments, and you're really gonna have to build like a solid core and a backbone, because these people don't play. Like, in New York Fashion Week, I was told that I was fat one time. Yes.
That's crazy.
It threw me for a loop, but I'm just like, you know what? That's just one opinion out here in New York. I'm gonna deal with it. I still got booked. But just be confident in yourself and know what you offer. Like, if you can talk your stuff and build up yourself as a person, you can book anything.
Period.
That's really it.
And what do you look for from people who are trying to join the experience?
What I look for specifically in people is just having that drive and motivation, like the why. Like, do you know your why? As long as you know why you're getting started, I'm able to help you figure out everything else along the way. It's just, if you don't know why you're doing it, I can't help you, because I'm like, there's points in times where I thought about stop modeling. Like, why do I really do this? Why did I want to start a business? Willa Mae, like, she has such a positive influence on people's lives. I want to do that in the entertainment industry. So I just look for people that got that drive. They want to make it happen. Like, we all are go-getters. They have that inspiration for themselves. Like, that's what I look for in people.
Right. All right. So what is the message that you want to give for your fashion show?
For my fashion show, to everybody at the Hellenic Republic, I just want to say thank you. You didn't have to support me. You didn't have to believe in me, but you guys did. It says a lot, because growing up, I didn't really know what I wanted to do until I lost basketball. So when that happened, I'm just like, you know what? These people rock with me, I rock with them, and we gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
Period. And give us the details of the show so everybody can know.
Yes, the Hellenic Republic will be on January 6th, 2024 to kick off the new year with the Amazon Goddess Experience. Doors open at 6, the show starts at 7. And I do not run on CPT, so if you don't make it on time, you're gonna have to hear about it, not see about it.
And give them all the social media and just let them know where they can find you on your website and stuff.
Yeah, so as a model, because I do still model, you can find me at the Aaliyah Farrell. That's the Aaliyah like the singer, but with one A in front, and Farrell like Will Ferrell. That's how you can find me. But if you want to find the experience and everyone that's involved, you can look on Instagram at _Amazon_Goddess, on TikTok, the Amazon Goddess, and on Twitter, Amazon_Goddess_.
All right, and that is the Amazon Goddess herself. And this is the behind the scenes of the Amazon.
It's okay, girl. We went through it all.
It's okay. This is.
Wait, can I do it? Can I do it?
Look, cut it. Cut it.
I got y'all. Thank you guys so much for the BTS of the Amazon Goddess Experience, as well as Be Unapologetically You with Natalie. We out.
How was that?
Good.